Yeah.
Most dangerous podcast in sports entertainment. Because we give you the takes that sometimes you don't want to hear, but you have to.
Have to.
And it's not hating. It's not anger. It's called foresight.
Analyzing. Knowing the game.
Being wrestling fans for 30 years. Started watching this shit when I was 4.
Hell yeah.
So you know what? Let's get right to it because we have to talk about it. Yeah. We ruffled some feathers last week.
Right.
And this week we're gonna do
something that probably knocked the tails off of them.
We're gonna give him another one. And let's just go.
Get the hell out of my ring! Get the hell out!
Get him the fuck out of here.
This week, get him the fuck out of here. The Cody fans. The Cody crybabies. Go ahead.
The fuck out of here.
All of you. Because you don't understand wrestling. You don't understand what you're watching. You were grown. I don't want to put it on a whole generation, but you grew up in this culture of everybody gets a trophy. And that shitty mentality is seeping over into wrestling.
And they really think Dusty was like a face of wrestling at one point too.
Listen, Dusty, look, Dusty, undeniably a legend, right? Am I putting him I'm tired of the lying.
The fat flair.
Am I putting Dusty in my top 10?
With your broke ass.
Am I putting Listen to me, baby. Listen, am I putting Dusty in my top 10? I don't hate Dusty. No, I'm not putting him in my top 10.
He's an honorable mention on my list.
But that top 20? I'm
not even top 75. I'm just going to be past 25. Just go to 75.
You know what? Dusty kind of sucked. No disrespect.
No disrespect. With your trash ass.
But let's be real.
This here, baby. You ain't nothing more than a mid-car average, boy.
Listen, let's be real. I'm just tired of the lying, the fakeness that's going on with these wrestling podcasts and the fans that listen to us and they're like, wait a minute, they don't talk about it the way we like it. Cody's the greatest.
You talking about all 97 out of 127 comments.
And it was like maybe
It's only a month. Give him a break. It's only a month.
Because we both said this, but I was saying that how much I thought Cody was a bore fest with his title run, and I think it's just undeniable because first off, everybody tried to hit us with, like you said, it's only been a month. It's only been a month. Let him cook. Let him give him some time. And I'm like, first off, he's not a rookie. The guy's been in the business for his whole fucking life. His father was in the business.
His brother is in business, half brother.
He's the number one guy right now. He's the face of the company. He's the champion. He's the main event. It stops at him, right? There is no time to let him cook. This is his fucking moment, and he's not taking it. He's not fucking running with the ball.
And let's not to mention the fact that there had to be a buildup before this championship run. That if it wasn't for the other party, it was a total bore fest on his side.
It was, and it's proven with what's going on now, where it's like you could tell that they just listened to the fans, they finished the story, and then now nobody knows what to do with him. Not Triple H, not even Cody knows what the fuck to do right now. They're clueless. They're like, well, we finished the story, but now what?
And like you said, he's been in the business for pretty... God knows how long he's been in the business, but he's probably been training since 3 decades, 4 decades.
You think.
And for him to get fucking washed on the mic by Logan Paul, who just started 2-3 years ago.
Destroyed Cody
crazy.
Rhodes. I thought I was the only one that saw that. Thank you. he massacred Cody Rhodes on the mic. It was like, I don't know what the fuck he's doing, bro.
Logan Paul. Ooh, say my name again, baby. Logan Paul. Why the fuck? Bro, you're cheesy as shit, bro. Like,
this is what I don't understand from the fans that are thinking this way. First off, how long do I have to be bored for before I can say that I'm bored? You know what I mean? Let me explain this, right? They're going, it's only been a month. Okay, we're talking a month, right? Cody's been on TV every week, pretty much damn near every show for this last month, right? How many times can you see somebody who's an entertainer, supposedly an entertainer, be on TV more than 4 times in a month and not be entertaining at least one time? Not be interesting at least one time. That means he's probably not a good entertainer. You get what I mean? Like, if your favorite TV show had 4 bad episodes in a row, and that's a month of TV, 4 bad episodes in a row, you'd probably be like, I don't think I'm gonna even watch this show anymore. You get what I'm saying? And what form of entertainment do you go, nah, wait a minute, let them cook. Let them cook. There's no story being told, but let them cook. Something's coming. Something's coming, man. What are we waiting for? That's my question to all the fans that said, what are we waiting for, and how long do we have to wait?
Till he starts stirring the pot, Chris.
In what way? In what fucking way?
Bruh, I didn't even realize until the other day how bad of a botch him and Carmelo had in the match. Did you ever see that?
No, you were telling me about this though. I didn't look it up.
You gotta look it up, bro.
Well, we'll find it later.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
It looked like 2 people playing on the PS2. SmackDown.
Shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth when Springboards first. And I don't want to be a historian here. Don't come in the comments saying,
Well, actually, it was in
Raw versus SmackDown
That was-
2009.
Yeah.
I don't know, but whenever the
that
Springboards,
was actually a spot from Ring of Honor.
Shut up.
they both
cares?
literally came from 2 different sides, just bloop bloop, hit the floor.
It looked like a glitch,
It really looked like
a video game
It's
glitch.
probably hitting top 3 worst botches.
Listen. My point is that there's a divide right now, ideologically. You could just say in the world, right? And I think we see it in every little aspect of the world. And I think wrestling is no different. I think there's a huge ideological divide in that it's old school wrestling fans. And I know this has always been a thing, but old school wrestling fans who grew up on Attitude Era, us,
Yeah.
and these new wrestling fans who grew up on fucking, I guess, Ruthless Aggression, where every match had to be a fucking 5-star classic. Every wrestler had to be a technical genius like Dean Malenko. They didn't give a shit about promos. They didn't give a shit about stories. Like, it's like there's this thing where I think it's the Melter. It started somewhere in the like late 2000s where they created this idea of, I'm going to be the fighting champion. You know what I mean? Where it's, I'm not going to show up every now and then. I'm going to be on every show. I'm going to wrestle every night. I'm going to defend the title. And the trope of fighting champion in wrestling has always fucking failed. It's always been a bore fest. It's never led to anything interesting. It's never led to any big feuds. It's literally, I'm watching wrestling for the sport of watching wrestling. It's the Dave Meltzer kind of thing where it's like, it's not a real competition, right? If you're watching wrestling without a story and you're enjoying it, you're a fucking idiot. You're literally watching 2 guys play fight for no reason. No reason. You have to have a reason to watch a fake fight.
That's true.
Otherwise, you're an idiot.
I just like the form, the art form.
The art of it.
Yeah.
Look at that snapmare. Oh, it's perfect. So clean. What are you watching?
The German suplex, Chris, wasn't executed properly.
Perfectly. Look at the snap.
Look at the toe touch.
Look how he popped his hips when he. Shut up.
His heels are at a 90 degree.
And that's what I'm saying. It's because I've been getting a lot of that. Well, would you rather have a champion like Roman who was only there every couple weeks? And yes, it was interesting. It was when he showed up, it made it like, oh wow, he's here. Something big is gonna happen. I'm gonna watch the show. Whether or not you like Roman, whether or not you like Cody, you have to admit Roman felt like a big deal, and Cody doesn't. Cody feels like a downgrade from what we had. And I don't know.
And Roman wasn't always a 2-week wrestler when he had the Universal title before it merged with the World Heavyweight title.
Yeah.
To make it the Undisputed title. So,
well, either way, I didn't. That's why I didn't care if Roman was on the show every week or not. Yeah. Like, the fact was that his story was interesting. Like, it's the most I was interested in wrestling in years. You know what I mean?
True.
This Cody shit is just back to square one.
And I guess you could consider John Cena a fighting champion. It took him all the way, baby.
Somewhat. I mean, if you're gonna talk about like his, I don't remember really his first title run. I don't remember if he was a fighting champion. But even that's my point, though. It's that era that I think sparked what we're seeing now, where the fans are like conditioned to think if the guy's not on the show, like if the guy's not on the show every week, then he's not a real champion or something like that. Like it makes a difference, and it's like it's not real. That's the story, is that Roman wouldn't show up. It was part of the storyline. Like he felt like he was too important to show up. And him getting away with it in storyline made him feel important. That's the point. What don't they understand?
It's all real to them, Chris. They don't realize that they know who's going to be the champion at the end of a freaking match.
It's still real to me, damn it.
Look at WrestleMania 39. You could see Cody's face when he's walking out that shit was not going to be the time he finished the story. He comes out WrestleMania 40 smiling, energy high, and Roman come out like a sad dog.
Yeah, but he came out with nothing to do as well. And he just cuts a promo and then leaves. And it's like, oh, okay, I guess we're not going to. That's the point, too. Why aren't these fans questioning why wasn't Cody Rhodes thrown into a huge feud night after WrestleMania? And remember, I pointed that out. Mm-hmm. The second that happened, I said, this shit is going to be a dud. This whole fucking title run is going to be a waste of time.
Well, they kind of sort of did start a feud, but it's not really a feud. Because the first show after WrestleMania, they're already cutting promos of the number one contender, who's going to wrestle for the number one contender for the belt.
That was my point, though, is that it went back to, okay, how do we decide the number one contender? Have a fucking 4-way. Winner of that go. It's like no story with it. Literally, winner of a match goes to the, like, we went from here's this amazing story, this amazing build up to why he's going against Roman as the champion. And now it's just back to, let's just pick names out of a fucking hat. See what happens.
And the one that gets picked is AJ Styles. No disrespect to AJ Styles.
Well, now here's my theory, though, is I think WWE is seeing what I'm seeing, right? And they went, holy fuck, we need to put Cody against somebody that the fans hate, like seriously, because they're getting ready to turn on Cody. I'm telling you. And I think that's why they went Logan Paul. They went Dominic or Logan. Dominic's injured right now, so we got to go Logan, and he's on a different show. Logan Paul.
Yeah.
They're putting Logan Paul against Cody Rhodes because Cody is in danger of losing the fans. I'm telling you.
Or the fact that They like Logan Paul in Saudi Arabia after the Roman match at Crown Jewel. So I'm pretty sure the Sultan requested Logan Paul to be there, and that was the best way to go.
I mean,
so it's a two-way.
It's a win-win for all sides. Yeah. It could be that that's what they were looking for the way out. Because I guarantee you WWE is seeing like, oh shit, Cody's not really delivering.
What is the purpose of having a champion versus champion match? Is it for the belts or is it just a champion?
It's just for the undisputed title. I hope they don't do a champion versus champion because then Cody's gonna win the US title.
Yeah.
That's I don't know. If that happens, bro, then I don't know what WWE is thinking. They're fucking out of their mind.
What if they merge the belts and it's just one belt and it's the US heavyweight title?
Why don't we just merge all the belts into one big belt?
and roll it out to the ring.
And then everybody can wear it. That's what the fuck they want.
What if everybody gets a belt?
Everybody gets a belt. That's what it...
Ricochet deserves a belt, so let's give him a belt. Let's call it the speed belt.
The speed belt. Yes. You could tell it was made for him. And that's the problem. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's the ideological divide in wrestling right now, is that it's the realists who will say not everybody's great. Actually, there's like maybe a handful of people who might be great. And then there's the...
Do we have a list?
Oh, yeah, we could... And then there's the group of people who everybody gets a trophy, everybody gets a belt, everybody's a star, everybody's amazing. Women are just as good as men wrestling. Everything is great.